Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and last night we had a thunderstorm, lots of lightning, and I thought, okay, I'm going to look out our front window here and get some shots of the lightning. I've got, there you go, there's the first one right there. I've got my camera set to 60 frames per second and 2.7K, and so that's what we're looking at. And every time we get a lightning strike, well, then I back up and find the brightest frame, because there's one right there. Now then, I found the brightest frame. So, because it takes about 5 or 6 frames to get the whole lightning strike. They last about 1/10 of a second or a little longer, and so that's enough time to get several frames shot with my camera. So anyway, I thought, well, I'll share some enlightenment about lightning. When I took my aptitude test in college, said I should have been a weatherman, and we all laughed, but as it turns out, I probably should have been, because I just love watching the weather and being out in it and everything. In fact, when I was running the radio station, we had a 100-foot tower next to the studio, and whenever we had a thunderstorm, I'd go sit out under some shelter, and then I would listen, or I would watch the storm. And you'd hear the tower would sizzle like somebody was frying eggs. And then within a mile or two, you'd hear lightning, or you get lightning strike, and you'd hear the thunder. And so there's one over the top of the trailer. And anyway, so what would happen is the electricity was discharging from ground up through the tower into the cloud above, and then it would be moving around, and it would discharge somewhere. So anyway, there's a nice lightning strike. That one was straight in front of us there, and that was easy to see. Now I'm going to break one down so you can actually see, like we did at the beginning. As we go along here, I'll break one down into several pieces so you can see. It took about, I think, 5 frames to get it. Now, there's one there. Did you see how many times that thing flickered? And what happens is it shoots down to the ground, then it shoots back up, then it shoots to the ground, shoots back up. And, of course, you can't capture that with my camera, but in the one that's coming up, which I'll break down for you, you can see where it comes down from above, and then it starts shooting back up from the ground near the end of the break. So anyway, yeah, I used to like to sit out and watch the thunderstorms, and I have a story to tell. There's one right there. Let's take a look at that one. That's the one that I'm breaking down. Now that was the 2nd frame, and 3rd frame, and 4th frame, and then a 5th frame. It starts up from the ground and leads up into the clouds. So that was like 6 or 7 frames altogether, and it came down and then it rebounded back up again. So kind of interesting to me. Anyway, I was in a rowboat out on a little lake one time and with a friend, and we were going to try to fish, I guess. I don't remember, but anyway, a thunderstorm came along. And so it was kind of like a surprise. And so I'm out there, and I'm the hail starts to come down, and I'm trying to row, and the hail's hitting my fingers. And do I just sit there and get struck by lightning, or do I row and get my knuckles all beat up? I chose to row and get my knuckles beat up. But man, that hail was just really, really pounding on my fingers. Well, anyway, so these are some shots of lightning that I like to watch. And I thought maybe you'd like me to share some of them with you. There's a nice bright one, and that flickered several times if you didn't notice. So anyway, I finally got the boat to shore, and we got into some shelter, and everything turned out okay. And here comes another lightning strike. Now there we go. Now then, there it is over to the side. And the thing is we have to have lightning because what lightning does is it purifies the air, and there's one between 2 clouds up there. And and also starts forest fires. And I won't go into why that's good or not, but anyway, forest fires create smoke, and smoke becomes dust, and dust is what clouds collect on, and that's what causes it to rain. So it's kind of a circular type of thing. And so the forest fires create dust by making smoke, and then the moisture collects on the dust in the air, creates a cloud, and then rains. And so it's a balance. Well, anyway, just a little fun video to show you our lightning storm last night. I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.